Hey guys, welcome to Business, Trading and Money. My name is Mary and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to discuss stocks that you can put some money into, get a dividend, go to sleep at night and know that the company's still going to be there in the morning. I'm going to select some of my stocks that I'm looking to purchase within the coming days, weeks and months, and the dividend return, why I like them, why I think they're recession proof and why you should consider them. So without further ado, let's go. So guys, I have a few stocks here that I've quite liked. I've looked into them. They're strong, sturdy companies. Some are a bit controversial, but I thought I'd throw them in there to give, a wide range of options that you can choose from. Typically, dividend stocks, the companies that have been around for a while, they've got good enough profit and they're happy to share that with their investors. So all of these particular stocks are those. I've got a mixture of mostly American stocks, some British, and maybe one that's German, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's worth mentioning. I'll put it at the end of the video. You can do your research on it and let me know So please, if you're watching this, it's taken me a while to make, but I appreciate the thumbs up. As you know, and if you are a regular YouTube person, you know that it helps with the algorithm, as everyone says. And it just makes me think, yes, someone out there appreciates this and the effort that it is. So anyway, the reason why I came up with this video is that after a year of trading, my mum has been like, Mary, I've got some money, can you do something with it? And I was like, ooh, I don't want to put your life savings or a portion of your life savings into any risky stocks. I want something safe that you can get a return from, maybe a tiny bit of growth, and overall I know that the money will be fine. As we know at the moment, due to COVID and economic reasons and everything that's going on, the banks aren't great. You can't really put your money into a bank, a savings account. You're going to get, 0.1% return? I think I got a letter from my ISA the other day and I was like, what the heck is that? That's nothing. Or it's 1%, I think it was. That is nothing. There's no point putting your money into the bank. I think it's worth just keeping a small proportion in there for just in case. But I do feel it is a better option. You can make your money work for you a lot better with the stock exchange. So with that said, I'm only going for stocks that I think within this year anyway, you can get a reasonable return. Obviously every year it is worth doing your homework and seeing if there's better stocks to put your money into. But the point of this is that I just wanted to put money in safe stocks that I know I can leave, the money will grow and I can sleep at night without thinking, oh my God, what have I done? The other thing that's worth mentioning is with each of these stocks, I'm going to try my best to add in the ex-dividend date. And the ex-dividend date is quite simply the date that you need to deposit your money into that stock before, so you can be included for their next round of dividends. A lot of the dividends that I am including and speaking about are ones that will be paying quarterly. There is a few that pay annually, which is not the best because if you miss that dividend date, you've got to wait till next year before you can get it. But the ones that I'm mentioning, I'm trying to pick ones that their ex-dividend date is coming up soon. So you'll likely be getting paid that dividend within the month or two. You can start getting a bit of return on your money. There is no greater feeling that I receive, well, there are, but one of the greatest feelings that I receive is when I get an alert on my phone that says, you've been paid a dividend. So I want you to feel that too. Let's get some dividends. Stock number one that I'm going to talk about is Apple, and that's ticker AAPL. So if you're looking on the phone, you'll easily find it. If you're looking on your trading stuff, like everyone has this stock because it's popular. Everyone knows Apple. Why? They produce fantastic product. Well, I was having a conversation in my WhatsApp chat the other day and people were saying that Apple products aren't amazing, but I'm going to say that they are. And Apple has a cult-like following. Every year they release a new phone or the old phone just slightly rejigged with a higher price tag and it sells out. People buy it. People love Apple. And when you have that cult-like following, people are going to spend their money there and they know it. They've just released, again, it's earnings season and they've had blowout earnings. It's another fantastic year for Apple, despite, and the key is despite the lockdown, despite COVID. And that is a fantastic product to then want to invest in. You can put your money into Apple. You'll wake up the next day and it will still be there. The company is not going to just disappear overnight anyway. I can't tell you about, 30, 40 years, but at least overnight. It will be fine. And therefore, I would recommend Apple as a stock to go into. Obviously, I've just got my notes here. They've got a wide range of products from Again, I don't even need to list the products because you know them. Everyone knows them. The Apple iPods, the MacBooks, the iMacs, the earbuds, Apple TV, the podcasting, you know, and they're constantly innovating and finding new methods of making money, and it's working. So you must be involved in that. Everyone must have Apple, and it's the type of stock that you don't really sell. You just buy and hold. And thankfully, the stock works like this. It just keeps going up. So why wouldn't you want to be involved? Every time I get a little bit of money in, I always just put a little bit into Apple as my safe haven, because even from the very beginning, even when we had that big drop in March, when all the shares just dropped out of the face of the earth, like literally off the cliff, Apple's share did drop, don't get me wrong, it did, but it didn't drop that much, and it recovered very quickly, because once again, everyone knows Apple is not going anywhere. Everyone knows that. So people bought it up quickly, and within this year, we've seen new higher highs with Apple. And yes, they did have a blowout quarter. This particular week, their share price was at the highest high point, and it retracted back down to $131 roughly. And this is why I'm going to say it's a very good time to buy in, because it has dropped off down a bit. It's an average reasonable price. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the market at the moment with the whole GameStop and the little guy coming for the big guy, and it's causing a massive sell-off. But I still feel Apple is still safe for you to purchase, to go into. So doing some quick math, as mentioned already, we're going to take our $5,000 and we can buy 38 shares of Apple. It's not that cheap, if I'm honest. Apple is not that cheap, and they've also had a stock split, which I'll describe in another video. But it means that you are only getting 20p per share for every dividend that they give out. So taking our 5,000 shares, we get 38 shares, and every quarter that leads to £7.60 being deposited into your bank account. And over the course of the year, that will be £30.40. I would say it's not a massive dividend. That's one of the disadvantages of Apple, considering the share price. It's not amazing, but what that does mean is that they've got enough money that they can reinvest into the company, and potentially over the course of your lifetime, which this is the kind of stock that you hope to have for a lifetime, the price of the share will go up. So when you do finally want to sell out, you'll be able to make some money back on the new, hopefully higher share price. Yeah, that's my stock number one, and I think everyone should own Apple. And I think everyone does. I think that's one of the first shares that most people buy, Apple. Stock number two, I'm gonna say it's ticker KO, also known as Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola, everyone knows. Again, I'm going for companies that everyone knows. Everyone knows Coca-Cola. They also offer, which you may not know, a multitude of other products and drinks. Well, drinks anyway. So you've got Sprite, you've got Fanta, you've got vitamin water, you've got smart water. Like literally, their website has a whole plethora, and I'll show you them now, of different drinks that they provide. So it's not just Coca-Cola that you're buying into and having access to. You're buying something bigger than that. And with that said, obviously they sell to the world, so you've got, and it's something that people drink, they consume, and they pee out, and then they go and buy some more. So it's something that regardless, people will always want to drink and have drunk. And obviously Coca-Cola has managed to get into things like restaurants like McDonald's, so McDonald's is always feeding them some revenue, and other restaurants as well. So they are well situated in all walks of life, in all aspects of life, all over the world. And I know, you know, Christmas time, they have that holidays is coming video that everyone likes. And, you know, their sales have been great. The share price is relatively stable as well. An advantage of something like Coca-Cola, it's not cyclical. It's pretty consistent every year that people drink the same amount roughly throughout the year. So again, it's quite a safe stock. One of the negative things about the company of Coca-Cola as a whole is obviously this whole sugar movement and healthy eating movement. People are concerned about their health a lot more, and people are aware of the sugar that's in Coca-Cola. And obviously this hasn't been very good for them in the press wise, when you see how much sugar is in Coke. But I guess where they have tried to help themselves with that is coming out with all the diet Coca-Colas, sugar-free Coca-Cola. The fact that they now, well, the fact that they sell water, water, and it's a great markup, water, if I'm honest, it's fantastic markup. So they are diversified in their drinks packages, and it just gives them, you know, strength to continue. So let's do the math. going in at $5,000 in Coca-Cola will get me 104 shares. And of that 104 shares, they pay a dividend. I'm checking my notes, sorry. They pay a dividend of... Coca-Cola pays a dividend of 41 cents a share. So with 100 shares, 104 shares, you will make $42.64 per quarter, which works out to be $170 per year. And obviously, if we compare this to Apple, this is a great difference, which is why I said Apple isn't a fantastic dividend. But it's good to have the diversification in the portfolio, and you know, some low, some high. Coke, I can't honestly say it's going to grow exponentially like Apple might, but I feel like it's a safe stock that will continue chugging along. And one thing to note is at the moment, the share price of Coca-Cola is on the lower end. So if you are going to buy in quite soon, and you'll even earn a bit of a bump up when the price does return back to regular levels. And obviously, again, that helps when you choose to sell. I couldn't see an exact ex-dividend date on the website for Coca-Cola, but I know it's going to be coming up in March. So as long as you get your ducks in the line and ready to purchase before that dividend date, you'll get paid probably in April. The next stock that's worth mentioning is ticker symbol KMB, which is Kimberly-Clark Corporation. And before doing my research, I didn't really know what that was, or what that overarching company was. And doing further dig down, discovering one of their products was quite easy, and I realized, oh, I do know this company, I have purchased this company, and I quite like this company. And they typically do things like tissue, things like Huggies, nappies. You probably will know and recognize them, but you may not have known that they were under this KMB ticker symbol. So again, these products are cyclical. People consume them, use them, bin them, and buy more. Again, a great product model. You want your customers to buy more, and it means that it's more revenue for the company. It's not just like a one-hit, one-wonder type of thing. Every month, every day, every week, people will be buying their products. And been around since 1872. My goodness, imagine having a company that old. They've done well. It's another company that's recession-proof, COVID-proof. Rain or shine, people will buy this product. And it's why I feel like if I were to put some money in it, I can go to sleep at night, because I know they shouldn't really go anywhere. Or at least if they do, it won't be very fast. So at least for this year, 2021, get into KMB. The math on this stock, at the moment when I checked on Friday, the stock was $131 per share. So it's quite expensive when compared to a few of the other ones that I've got here. However, the dividend that they pay out reflects this. So if you have $5,000 and you put it into KMB, you would get about 38 shares. And every share is worth $1.07, quite good. And so quarterly, you're going to be getting about $40.80. And they also pay quarterly. So over the year, that will come to about $163. Great money for doing nothing. Their ex-dividend date is due to be the 4th of March. So again, it's still coming up in a few weeks' time. So if you get your $5,000, put it into this, you will be paid by the 5th of April. You'll get your money by the 5th of April. And then you just leave it there and it chugs along, and then more money comes in. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Every quarter. Just what we like. So again, that's $163 for the course of the year for having your money in KMB. I like it.
Hi guys, it's VoiceOver Mary here, and I've decided to freeze frame this and just say I'm gonna come back with another video with part 2, because this video is going on a bit too long, and I understand that you don't watch that long, so break it up into 2. Come back very soon for the next part in this series, and I'll be explaining another 3 shares which have even bigger returns on the dividends. Be sure to subscribe, like, and all of that jazz, and I'll see you at the next dividend video.